Alright. Oh shoot. Hold up. Let me grab my charger real quick, y'all. Hold up. Bright lights in the bigger city. Look at that, man. Ah, had to beat on some midgets. Talking about it's gonna be an epic game, man. We should have blew them out. If we being real. If we being real, we should have blew them out. And oh man, ain't that something? And we gonna get straight to it though. So I can lay down and get up in the morning and watch that film over. Cause I know there's gonna be a lot to digest tomorrow. But let's get into it with this right? That holding call at the beginning negated the drive, man, that really had for some points. That's one thing that could have really just shut that, you know what I mean? That tone. But man, but look though, that defense played the game, man. It was very active. I mean, from start to finish, you know, they did that touch. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I mean? They was over there touching and they was out there getting touched by an angel. Offense, we left a lot of points on that board, man. A lot of points. To be honest with you, we should have put up 40. Facts. We should have put up 40 points. You know? But I'm gonna tell you what. Cause we're gonna get straight into it. Noah Brown, especially he came up with two excellent catches, man. I think it was the first or second drive, I believe. No, second drive, I believe, to get us in the position in the red zone. But penalties, which are still a problem, y'all. Penalties are still a problem. Oh, before we get in that, who the Giants think they is at the end of the game want to get mad? Man, we really should have told y'all up, man. You should be honored for us to take you down to the wire. You should be honored. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? They should be honored that we even gave them that. Man, hey, look, we need to see more. We need to see more of Peters at guard. Soon as that man came in the game with an excellent block to spring TP for a big chunk. Soon as he came in the game. Hold on, let me send this off, y'all. Gonna play, yeah. But soon as that man got in the game, y'all. Let me tell you something with CD. I gotta be honest with y'all. I was cussing CD out. Yes, early in the game, I was cussing CD out. I was. I didn't like them drops. I especially didn't like that easy drop. You know what's so frustrating though with CD, man? You know what's so frustrating with him? What's going on, T Dub? You know what's so frustrating with CD? He gonna drop the easy ones, but catch the hard ones. Huh. He gonna drop the easy ones and catch the hard ones. That's so crazy to me, y'all. Like, I'm just over here daydreaming and picturing it now. I'm visualizing it now. Right in his hands, like CD, like what's going on? But then you'll make a in the end zone like you serving some lunch and make a beautiful grab and drop your and with a toe drag. Inconsistent. You gotta make them see, man. You can't be having them concentration drops, man. You the number one wide receiver. You got to make the easy catches as well as the hard catches. You know, it's a tough game, man. It's tough love, man. But you know, it's about time you got into the end zone. But still, man, that's unacceptable, man. To drop that, you should have had a bigger game than what you had. Right, right. Come on. That's crazy. It's inconsistent. I don't like that. At the end of the like, look, we missed so many opportunities on offense. Like I said, man, we should have put up 40. At half, at minimum, it should have been 17-3. At minimum, it should have been 17-3. Yeah, that one over there in the end zone, man, with Noah Brown, when he definitely got PI'd. Because referees for sure missed some calls that they should have made, but that definitely was a horrible call. But still, another I didn't like, we pretty much on the 2-3 yard line, then we get back-to-back penalties, man, and we got to settle for a field goal. That's unacceptable. We need to punch them in. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Joe? Like, God damn, man. Penalties are still a problem, though, y'all. I wanted to wait a couple weeks, but penalties, man, it's still a problem. It really is. They need to fix that ASAP. Game is on Thursday this week. Damn. Okay. But damn, that made me lose my thought. Let me see. Oh my gosh. But I seen Tolbert. Look at that. That one catch, man, over the top with Tolbert. Damn, what quarter was it, man? But but when he pushed the ball downfield, he should have made that. He should have made that catch. Like I said, CD should have made one. I don't like the missed opportunities because for a change, right? We kind of pushed it a little bit downfield. Because remember, I told y'all, man, early in the week that we was gonna have some opportunities to go deep, and that's exactly what we had. But there was some that we did not convert on that could have just see this game was closer than what it should have been. We should have really blew these fools out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an honor for them to be on the same field as us. For real. It was really an honor for them to be on the same field as us tonight. Because they really had no business being in the game. Daniel Jones, right? But one thing I can do, Daniel Jones is better than what they give him credit for. They haven't put nothing that will help this quarterback out other than Saquon. The wide receivers is no good. The offensive line is no good. How could they cry and talk about him? Well, shit, Daniel Jones really kept them in the game. Daniel Jones really had a good game. And remember what I told y'all in the week? His legs was really going to be the one because, like I said, they had a whole bunch of team. They got a whole team full of slot wide receivers. Wasn't no threat. And like I said, Anthony Brown and them was going to be key. And they were key. They were key today. You know what? Hey, you know who needs to hit them weights though? Hendershot. Hendershot need to hit them weights. He need to go ahead and eat that peanut butter, man, and hit them weights though. But he was trying though. You could tell that the effort was he was trying though, but he just physically, he got tossed around a little bit. But let me tell you something with them tight ends though. Um, Even though they did some young stuff, like Hendershot with like the 2-3 penalties, that one at the end of the game with Ferguson, he getting out of bounds. That's rookie stuff though. But one thing's for sure with them tight ends though, to me, what showed me today was you don't really need Dalton Schultz for the future. I mean, this year, yes, he'll come in handy, but for the future, you don't need Dalton. So there's no reason to pay him. Like I've been saying, you're going to get it done. You're going to get it done. Facts. Once we put CD in the game, I mean, not CD, but Peters in the game, you seen not only the experience factor, but the strength factor. Soon as we put him in the game, fat run by Tony Pollard. Beautiful hole, because he know his angles. He know what he needs to do. He know he need to shield his body this way. He know he need to shield the defender this way. And it shows experience. To be honest with you, y'all, Peters need to be the guard. And McGovern needs to be the swing guard. Even when McGovern come back, it needs to be Peters. It needs to be, if you're going to keep Tyler Smith that tackle, which I agree, Tyler Smith has shown that he can ball. He's going to get some good pass rushers. Probably not the best that he's going to see, but he's definitely going to get some good ones. And he has shown, and he going to be tested again with Washington, because Washington got some boys up front. One thing for sure, their secondary is weak, but up front, they got some boys up front. Yes. Yeah. Peters, that experience, just having Peters, that flexibility of him just being that left, the anything on the left side. And, that's going to be key. We definitely got a lot of flexibility. I understand that they was rotating them today because, it's his first game. Matt got to get that feel for it. But, man, hey, let me tell you something. This week against Washington, I don't want to get ahead of it. I want to continue talking about this game. But Peters, he needs to be in there the whole game with going against Deron Payne and Allen. Ooh, he needs to be in the whole game because, man, you put Matt Farniak up in there with them boys, man. That boy lunch meat. He lunched meat, I tell you. They finally gave my boy Zeke one in, man. I knew it was coming, though. I actually told my brother last night, I said I caught 80 yards and a touchdown for Zeke. And I believe that's damn near what he got, if I'm not mistaken. Facts. Out there out there, man, pulling, man. Like he in the Olympics or something. And QB controversy. Oh, man. Hey, one thing for sure, what I can tell you, though, with Cooper Rush in the game, you get like a common force. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just so calm. You know what I mean? He'll take the hit. He'll go deep. And he'll throw a dime. You know what I'm saying? But, so there's no reason, since we got these 2 wins, right? There's no reason to force Dak Prescott back into the fold. You know what I'm saying? That month timeline, to me, is kind of too early. Go ahead, give him another week or 2. Let him really rest and let him really recover, because one thing's for sure, what we're doing right now is we running that ball. You know what pissed me off, though? Damn, it was toward the end of the game. You remember that 3rd and 1 where Kellen Moore decided to throw it? Bro, you done ran the ball to get 3rd and 1. Why are you not running the ball again? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, bro, like, you're trying to outsmart things. No, bro. Sometimes you just need to keep it simplistic and just grow with it. You pretty much, your foundation should be running the ball. Why are you trying to get cute? We're winning ugly. So you need to do the ugly things. You know what I'm saying? Kellen Moore is already ugly to begin with. So one thing we need to do, you feel me, is and go to the identity of the coach, which is ugly. So we need to play and get physical. Damn. Damn. Last time I seen the under, I think it was 39.40, I believe. So it must have went so way that went up again. I believe I seen that a day or two ago. But yeah, man, with Dak though, man. I mean, look, see, this the cold thing about it is when Dak come back, Dak gotta play like this. But he gotta use his legs more. He gotta use his legs more. He got to use them legs more. But you know, Dak just got, man, look. I don't know what's up with Dak. But look, if we're gonna go to the next level, man, Dak just gotta be that common. Dak can't play like he did against Tampa. He can't. You know, he should be getting his game from Cooper Rush. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. I ain't even gonna argue with you because man, shit, the homie had texted me too. And he was like, Noah Brown, the number one wide receiver. I'm like, shoot, I just got done cussing CD out. Didn't make no sense. You out here dropping, man. And even that tip one, man, them 2 easy balls that you're supposed to catch, man. But you're going to sit over here and make a little juggling catch in the end zone, man. You got the nerve to be fired up. No, I'm still pissed that you dropped the other one, man. And you cheated me out of a chance to get 7 points. Facts. T, you talking. You talking right now. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Joe. I'm with you on that. We balling. And he gonna be good enough. This offensive line is protecting good enough. You know? We pounding this ball. You know what I'm saying? See, look, see, this is what I'm afraid of, right? That we gonna get back to how we did against Tampa when Dak come back. Instead of keeping the foundation of how we winning right now. You see, when we run the ball more, we win. Because we could have easily, if we would have been pass happy this game, we would have easily lost this game. Yes, sir, Corey. You know, we could have, you know, because like I said, man, we should have put up a 40 piece on these fools, man. We should have put up a 40 piece on them. Giants is weak. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, do y'all need if you need another wide receiver, Kenny Golladay for the cheap. Have him in a slot. Man, hey, I'd be so pissed if Kellen Moore did that. But you know what was one of the determining factors though, that when we had Winford, what was it, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, when we had Winford on that 4th down in the second half, that was a big call. I was kind of doubting it, like I would kick it, but I'm like, hey, I'm gonna roll with it. I love the aggressiveness. The aggressiveness paid off, man, and the aggressiveness is what helped. You know, also what was big was when we was riding the momentum, and then Turpin gave us that big kick, that kick return. The punt return. I mean, no, he gave us a good kick return too, though. But the punt return was definitely big because the punt return guaranteed us the points. Let Cooper start one more week. Should I say, man, Hey, Rich. Hey, Richard. Look, I'm saying roll with Cooper, man. If they say Dak was out 6 to 8 weeks, I'm saying at least roll with Cooper another month. I'm saying you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Cooper in there for another month. Let's look at who we go against. Washington, especially the way that they play, especially what they're going through. Washington gonna be a tougher game though, y'all. Not not regarding the quarterback though, but just the weapons that you got to account for, and the front seven that you have to account for. But the secondary, the back end, if CD don't eat again, that's a travesty. If CD don't eat again this week, I'm trying not to look to the neck. Hey, let me see. I'll tell you. Look, all right. So look, Cooper go against the Commanders, the Rams, the Eagles, the Lions. I say we can get through it. I say Dak shouldn't come back. If Dak gonna come back, he shouldn't come back to after that bye week to go against Aaron Rodgers. If I'm being honest with you, y'all. So we need to see 1, 2, 3, 5 games of Coop. Let him rest. We on a roll right now. Don't mess up a good thing right now. Yeah, it's gonna come a time where we're gonna be like, all right, we ready for Dak. Yes. Actually, I was just talking to Corey last week when we was talking about, they ain't got that film on Coop like that. Roll with it till they get their film on Coop and get you some more wins. It ain't hard. Sometimes, man, they be making a simple thing into something complicated. Yeah. Y'all say Dak for the Eagles game? Man, look. Man. When is the Eagles? Was it 2-3 weeks, did I say? Let me see. Let me see again. Let me check. So about 3 weeks. So that Sunday night. You think we need Dak for that? I say we don't, y'all. I'm gonna tell you why. As long as you keeping that middle of the pocket clean, which you will when you got Zach Morton, Biotish, and Jason Peters now in the middle of that pocket, keeping them clean, Cooper can dissect them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Am I worried about Brandon Graham old ass? No. Yeah, am I worried about Don Terry Poe? No. Am I worried about Fletcher Cox old ass? No. I ain't really worried about none of them. They front seven ain't better than Washington's. They front seven ain't better than Washington's. Is they front seven better than Tampa's? Because especially when we played Tampa when it was healthy, when they had Akeem, Vita Vea, Barrett, Tryon coming at you. I'm taking their fronts, especially with the linebackers. I'm taking them fronts over the Eagles. Yeah, Slay playing some good football right now. Can't lie. He playing some cool little football right now. But as far I'm talking front wise and keeper Cooper, if we can keep Cooper protected, there's no way that he can't dissect them boys, man. Because you're gonna have Gallup back. Gallup should be back next week. That was very smart to keep him out today. You're gonna have Schultz back, most likely. So you're gonna have your weapons back to be able to dissect these boys. So I wouldn't necessarily, if Dak is ready to go, okay, all right. But man, for sure, man, I say even through the Eagles game, man, I think, I don't want Dak to come back early like Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson came back early. Yeah, his presence was felt out there though, but he wasn't all the way right. and it kind of impacted the way he threw the ball. If Dak gonna come back, Dak need to be 100%. Because one thing's for sure, when we know that something ain't right with Dak, everything ain't right with Dak. It throws everything off with Dak. When the calf wasn't right, it just threw everything off. Anything that goes wrong with Dak, he just off. If it ain't nothing that something that he really can't play, like if it ain't like the opposite shoulder or something like that, or something that doesn't really affect him, in a certain type of way that really don't matter, just playing through pain. If it ain't an injury like that, he's off. And I don't want to go through that, y'all. He locked up every number one. DK Cook and then Debo. Surtain playing some good ball. Surtain playing some good ball. You look at these teams, right? We talked about, right, in the all season about this offense, right? But look what's going on though, right? Look what's going on. Other than maybe a handful of teams, is anybody really putting out consistent offense? Tampa had the wide receiver. Tampa ain't put no offense against us. Tampa, even though Tampa was banged up, Tampa ain't put no offense against Green Bay. And Jair Alexander went out. It ain't like Green Bay just got this elite defense. So I believe the recipe of success that we going, if we could sustain that, if we could just keep doing what we doing and keep building up on it, but then add Dak and then add Dak's and then include Dak's legs in the process, then that's what's going to take us to the top. Like I said, like T-Dub said, if we don't get that 2016 Dak back, all this don't even matter. All this don't even matter. Micah was sick. Yeah, Micah was sick. I could tell there's something wrong with Micah. He probably did, though. I could tell there was something wrong with Micah, though. But Micah, he was just going off of sheer energy and sheer will and determination out there. But yeah, Micah for sure was something wasn't right. But then Micah, when Micah was out there, he still was out there. His presence was, regardless sick or not, his presence was gonna always be felt. That man was getting triple team, quadruple team. Hey, I said, man, and they had me messed up, man. They talk when Troy Aikman was a little off today. He was a little off today in some of the things he was talking about. But hey, they said that it's too early to compare him to Lawrence Taylor. I said, no, you need to be comparing Lawrence Taylor to Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons back in the day, when everything ain't this complex, Michael Parsons eating. Tell me he ain't doing what Lawrence Taylor did back in the day. No, you need to be comparing Lawrence Taylor to Michael Parsons. Man, what's wrong with them boys, man? What's wrong with them boys? After the game, y'all telling me Dak say you ready to go, but hell nah. Dak can just sit his ass down. Hell nah. I don't. Like I said, at earliest, I would take him at Philly. That's the earliest. I don't want him to see him against Washington. I don't want to see him against the Rams. That's definitely the wrong game to see him against the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Donald might put them stitches back in his hand, messing around. But that's definitely gonna be a good matchup though. Because one thing for sure with Aaron Donald, you can run at Aaron Donald. And the way we play it is definitely will neutralize Aaron Donald. We want it on the ground. Aaron Donald coming up field. You can run them traps. You can run them draw plays on him. You can just run. He come up, you can put the run game right behind him and go. It's just like, how did you beat Rob Marinelli? You know what I'm saying, with his defense, having a running game like that, hitting them with screen plays. You remember we was getting taxed a lot with screen plays. Yeah, man. Use his aggressiveness coming up field against him. I honestly think that too. I honestly think even if he does come back before the bye, whether it be the Bears or the game before that, uh, I honestly think just off of just rest alone, that Dak just need to probably just sit out through Philly. I honestly think that. You said Zeke. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Zeke ain't the same, but yeah, he not the same. But however, right, it's expected though. The wear and tear that he had on his body, but one thing's for sure, Zeke still got it though. Yeah, he ain't got that same burst when he first came in the league. Understandable. But one thing's for sure, he still got it, and you still need Zeke, especially in the passing game. And to get them tough yards, man. Zeke still get them tough yards, man. Zeke can still get around the edge. He still get around the corner. Zeke is still that, and Zeke still gets the attention. See, with Tony Pollard, right? Um, there's going to be certain things going on with Tony Pollard. You know that Tony Pollard is soft in the passing game. So I would want to blitz Tony Pollard. So Tony Pollard is his own worst enemy. If he wanted to have more playing time, then Tony Pollard should become a better blocker. If he want more playing time. But I want to give a shout out to Donovan Wilson. He played a hell of a game. I want to give a shout out to Dorrance Armstrong. I got to give a shout out to Quentin Bohannon. Y'all remember in my other live a couple days ago how I told you Evan Neal was food. What do you know? Boy was giving up something crucial today, wasn't he? He gave up what, 3? Lawrence had 3, 4. Food. And he got something, and we got something easy again against Washington. Straight food. I was watching that game, man. I took my notes. We'll get into that this week, though. But I definitely was watching that game, man. And I did see a whole lot of food. And especially when Carson Wentz want to drop back, he want to do them deep drops, it's over. It's over. He has to get the ball out quick. He got to try to Daniel Jones it. Because if he don't, he in for a long day. He already in for a long day. Daniel Jones, let me tell you something. Daniel Jones really saved him. We probably could have had about 6, 7 more sacks if Daniel Jones wasn't if he wasn't mobile. The pressures could have doubled up if Daniel Jones really saved him. Daniel Jones really kept him in the game because for sure he was a target. Come on, man. That man, every time he was back there, man, he was getting touched, man. That man was getting touched by an angel. Come on, man. Trade for Lamar if Ravens not trying to pay him. Damn, that's a lot of money, though. Yeah. One thing's for sure, man. I always said that as well. Aaron Donald's kryptonite is Zach Martin. Yeah. Yes, indeed it is. It's going to be a tougher game for sure. Probably the toughest. To be honest with you, it's probably going to be the toughest that we've seen. Even I'm going off of Tampa too. They linebackers ain't like Tampa's. So that's what kind of, help. But as far as going against them Bama boys, man, the Bama boys is tough, boy. They tough. But one thing though, I'm not liking though, of course, man, I'm not liking the pre-snap penalties, man, on offense. I'm definitely not liking the bonehead penalties, man, on this defense, man. I'm not liking that. I didn't, especially, I mean, Sam Williams, it is what it is, man. It's just one of them emotional things. Just, all right, rookie, don't do it again type things. I understand that. But yeah, we had some calls against us like, huh? And yeah, we should have had some calls. But there were some calls, man, that should have really been avoided. And there was a lot of the young guys were getting called. Like that Kelvin Joseph play, I'm like, damn, man, you missing with your hands, man. Kelvin Joseph. Look, I don't care about the penalties with Mr. Wilson because Mr. Wilson had a game. You know, they talk about J. Ron, man. You ain't missing J. Man, you ain't missed J. Ron Curse yet. You ain't missed J. Ron yet, man. The way Wilson playing, man. Wilson playing a hell of a game. So, you know, this is actually the role that Wilson needs to be playing because, like I've always said, when you want to get the most out of Donovan Wilson, he has to come forward. You don't want him going back. So when J-Ron Curse comes back, you ain't gonna use Wilson as much as you've been, but you still need to utilize him in a way for him to come forward so he continue to be the best playing because you already got your cleanup man with Hooker back there. He's already the cleanup man like BG, you know. So now you need to finish it up front. Yeah, another Daniel Jones. How you liking Jason Peters, man? I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You know, I'm loving it, man. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm for sure loving it, man. Cause he gonna play, he gonna be a key factor, man. I've always said he could play. Matter of fact, I got a film breakdown, a little highlight thing of him, man. I did maybe about 3 weeks ago to a month ago. Peep that out. But man, I think he gonna be, I think, man, he coming right on time. Gallup gonna be here right on time. Because we're gonna need to be coming in strapped against Philly. Going against Hargrave and Cox, I would want Peters there. Peters gonna be familiar with all of them anyway. You know, Peters has seen them. Peters gonna be able to tell Tyler Schmidt what's going on with him, was what to expect. What, you know what I mean? He familiar with a lot of them boys in that organization. Yeah, it's a little bit of turnaround, but he's still familiar, and so he'll be able to help. With Graham. I ain't worried about Graham, man. I'm really not. Yeah, Graham is a blue collar type of dude, and he work hard though. But I'm not really not worried about him, man. He said King Wentz is better than Jones. I'm taking Daniel Jones over Wentz for sure. I actually don't think. I've always thought that Daniel Jones wasn't a bad quarterback, y'all. Y'all might think I'm crazy though, but I think if Daniel Jones was in a better situation, I think he would actually do pretty decent. You put him in a situation, man, like with the Colts, and maybe give him another wide. Put him in a situation, with damn, I just had the team name in my mind, y'all. Well, just put him with some weapons, man. Put him with a couple weapons, man, with a decent offensive line. You'll be surprised, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That one dime, man, had me like, damn, you feel me? When he was on his back foot and he made that throw down the sideline, that's a tough ass throw, man. I like I said, I'm not lowering him like most is. I actually believe in him. And then he was coach good at what was it? Duke with a Cutcliffe. Damn, I be saying his name wrong. Cutcliffe, man, hell of a QB coach. So he come from a hell of a QB coach, man. It's just, man, he just been tainted. He's been contaminated with the bad teams that he's been on. He contaminated, but you get him back on the right track, man. I think he'd be a pretty decent quarterback. I'm not gonna argue with that. I might have to agree with you on that. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, man. For sure. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Hey, I know Randy played last night, right? But comparing his production against Dorrance Armstrong, I'm taking Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong is having a hell of a start to the year, man. The Tampa Bay game, I'll just call that as a wash. It is what it is with that Tampa Bay game, right? Everybody didn't play up to par. The defense played excellent though, but even the defense gave up cheeks in the running game. But one thing's for sure. Man, that D line playing. Osa Odigizua is playing. Quentin Bohanna is playing. Hey, did you see my guy Tristan Hill getting a field though? Hey, Tristan Hill had a pretty good game too from my eye. I'm definitely gonna look at I can't wait to look at that film in the morning and come back with it. But definitely, man. Look, man, let me tell you something, man. This defense is special. This defense is special. This defense is really special. We under some special coaching. We got depth in all the right places. Man, we got come on, man. You got Barr coming with the heat. You can send Barr on blitzes. You can rush Barr. Like you have a multitude of pass rushers, man. This deep, and then man, let's just hope that when Dak come back, let's just hope that we could play the same way on offense, but just have an improved version because of Dak's mobility. But man, I hope Dak taking notes because I'm telling you something, man. If we can continue to run this ball, if we can continue to play good defense, bro, come on. But let me tell you something. If you play like you did today, within the next coming weeks against the Rams and all them, you will lose. If you allow opportunities to slip like we did today, when we know good and well we should have put up 40 points, you will lose, y'all. You will lose a game that you be like, damn, we should have won that game. You will lose that game. So they better tighten up not only on penalties, but they got to tighten up on red zone efficiency when it comes down to the offensive end. Kelvin Joseph. Hey, look, I just think Kelvin Joseph, man, I can't even use that as an excuse no more, y'all. But him coming in from camp though until the start of the season, I just think Kevin Joseph was going through a lot mentally and going through a lot, man, off the field, which impacted his mind and impacted his play. However, though, it's not an excuse as of right now. It should have been is what it is, and it's time to play football. It's time to live up to your potential. Because one thing's for sure, y'all, if we can get, because it says something for Nashawn to be inactive and for Kelvin Joseph to still be active. The talent is there, y'all. I'm telling you, the talent is there. The size is there. The thing about it is now you got to put your mental with that talent, because if he don't put the mental with the talent, then it's just gonna be a waste of talent, y'all. That small ass head. Hey, Daniel Jones is the most clumsiest quarterback that I've ever seen, bro. This man got the athleticism and the speed, but he is so clumsy. That man is a clumsy ass quarterback. Hey, that's hella funny though. He's hella clumsy. He is very clumsy, y'all. Let me look at them penalties, y'all, because man, we didn't have too much. We done had too much. Let me see. Let's look at these penalties. Let's see what we got going on. We had the box score. Wilson had 11 tackles total. A sack. Yeah, Wilson was balling, man. See, one thing for sure though, y'all, right? Jordan Lewis had 7 tackles. But shout out to Dante Fowler too. He had something that was nice too. Let me see. There we go. Let me see. Team stats. Damn, hold up. Am I tripping? Damn. I mean, so we only had 8 penalties, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was a little bit more than that. Some of them was very unnecessary. So if the unnecessary ones, so we probably would have had about 4 or 5. That can't be right. I could have swore we had more penalties than that. Damn. Damn, y'all. We won time of possession. As stated in my other video, we needed to win time of possession. We won time of possession. So that's good. You know, look, let's see how many first downs we had. 23. See, look, y'all, it's just gonna come to the point of time, right? Where we gotta accept that everything that we're gonna do is gonna be ugly. We're gonna have to win. We're gonna continue to keep winning ugly. There's gonna be games probably like this that you got to pull out because that's what contenders do. And like I told y'all in my other video today, man, 2-1 is definitely look a whole lot better than 1-2. And 3-1 definitely looks a whole lot better than 2-2. And that's facts. Appreciate you, Richard. You crazy. You crazy, man. You, you crazy. But man, you know, I can't wait to look at this film tomorrow. Cause I'm really about to. I'm probably gonna be breaking that. I'm probably gonna break that thing down all morning, y'all. Because this is gonna be very interesting, y'all. I can't even lie. I cannot lie, y'all. This is gonna be very interesting. Um, because we definitely, like I said, we definitely left a lot of plays on the field. That defense though, look, I'm not gonna say Carson. See, Carson Wentz is not as athletic as Daniel Jones though, but you still got to worry about it. My thing is though, right? We might have to utilize. See, it's good that we're going against mobile quarterbacks right now and being prepped for that. Joe Burrow, Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, because Jalen Hurts. You know, we ain't got to worry about Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts. They want to talk about Lamar and that'd be on his last name, Lamar running back. No, it really Jalen Hurts is really the running back because look, Philly undefeated, right? But I really ain't seen nothing as far as him being a passer that still puts a threat down to it. Man, he just has some nice little windows, man, some throws, man. It ain't like, is he a better passer? Man, you gonna know if Jalen Hurts is for real when he see our defense. Until you see our defense, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing, man. You went against the Lions, you went against the Vikings, you went against the Redskins short-handedly. Come on, man. Ain't nobody, come on, man. You ain't showed me nothing yet. Show me something with a real defense on you. When you put a real, then I'll be like, if you could do it against Dallas, then I'll be a believer. You do it against my defense. Until then, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that, y'all. But I like how we took and then I told y'all one thing's for sure. I told y'all that perimeter was gonna be there. I told y'all, man, ain't nobody worried about no Kayvon Thibodeau. Wouldn't worry about no Aziz Ojolari. Wouldn't nobody worry about Evan Neal. You know, they best offensive lineman is their left tackle. What was it, Thomas? That was their best. That's their best lineman. That's their best lineman. But even he fooled. but yeah, man. Hey, another week, another dub. It's nice to always be in that win column, y'all. These 2 wins that we had is definitely big, definitely important going forward. Because to be honest with you, 0-3, your boy Dak would have probably been trying to come back this week. So The more you win, the more that you can allow Dak to rest. The more that you win, the more that even when we make mistakes, we can make learning. It's nice to be able to learn from your mistakes and still win in the process. And that's what we're doing right now. Not only is we getting the younger guys ready, as far as Tyler Schmidt, Sam Williams, people like that, man. But we starting to come. We're really coming together for wins. We really making a difference as far as being in three phases. Like all three phases has made an impact once again. Not only did you block the kick, right? You had a good kick return, which impacted field position. You had a good punt return, which impacted field position and ended up in points. Yeah, it didn't end up in the 7 that we wanted though, but it was big and it actually helped you be comfortable to win the game. So as long as all three phases is coming together and coming to and being on one accord, and we continue to keep playing and being tight knit, man, I don't see how that we can't be successful. I can't see how we can't be successful, y'all. As long as we keep coming on one accord, man. As long as we keep building. I'm gonna tell you what though, Turpin get ready to crib one. That Washington dude though, Washington definitely got a hitter that be covering punts. But you get past him, you shake him up, which is gonna be easy, man. You might got something to the crib, y'all. You might got something to the crib. And definitely Washington left a lot to be desired, man, going against Pat. They struggle with them speedy wide receivers. They struggle with Smith. They struggle with Brown. So we definitely got some opportunities to take advantage of. But period though, man, the schedule that we got, man, we need to be taking advantage of it, period though. So, once again, man, just put nothing but joy in my heart, nothing but a smile on my face when we get this win, man. So instead of us being angry breaking down this film, we're going to do it with a smile on our face. Like, damn, we got this dub. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Get ready to go lay it down, y'all. So I can get up early, hit this gym. As soon as I hit this gym, we're going to hit this film. And then we're going to be right back live again tomorrow to talk about what we seen on this film, to talk about, how this offensive line looked, to talk about how dominant this defense was, to talk about how CD has a disease called the drop C's, and we gonna talk about how we could cure CD Lamb ailment. We're gonna talk about how he keep playing. We're gonna make Noah Brown the number one wide receiver. We're gonna talk about, man, how Hendershot need to be eating that peanut butter and jelly. He need to eat that Smucker's peanut butter, man, in his oatmeal so he can get bigger. So we can talk about it. We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about how Quentin Bohannon, is playing ball like he leaned out instead of playing like he was one sandwich away from being on my 600-pound life. We're gonna talk about all that. Yeah. Hey, winning is everything, y'all. And everything you do, winning is everything. But yeah, man, I'll be on here again tomorrow, probably afternoonish, early eveningish, most likely whenever I get done with the film, y'all. But I should be done around there because I'm gonna really take my time and really dissect this thing and really come through with some fat notes. They need to give Elsie, what? Yeah, facts. You need to make a GoFundMe for the jug machine for CD. You need to donate, man. Donate CD some hands. Because man, that boy Cooper Rush, man, dropped that thing on the dime. I'm trying to figure out how do you drop that? I still ain't gonna be look, CD, man. He made some plays, man, when it was time for him, but I'ma always remember that play. How in the hell did you drop that ball that went straight through your hands, man? Come on, man. Secure the catch first. I think, and there was one time, man, on that tip ball, man, CD ain't want to get hit. I'm not saying that's CD's character because I didn't see CD get popped and make the catch, but I ain't gonna act like I didn't see CD didn't want to get hit on that tip play. I think it was by Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, it wasn't gonna really matter though. But still, I still want to see my receiver catch it. I still want to see my number one receiver catch everything that needed to be caught. There was one time, man, where he was trying to stack. He was trying to stack the Alabama safety. He was trying to stack him, and yeah, he came through with his hand. I'm gonna tell you something. Mr. Dez Bryant would have fought through that. Mr. Dez Bryant would have came back, not only probably got a PI, man, but caught the ball. You gotta man, when you got 88 on your jersey, you can't be ordinary. You got to be extraordinary once you got that 88 on your jersey, man. You know, when you embraced that 88 culture, you know, as they say, man, as a man, you got to put away childish things. Well, them drops is real childish of you, CD. So you need to put away childish things, man, and really go get it and really challenge yourself and really be the playmaker that this team needs. If we're going to go to the next level, man, CD, man, you got to make the routine catches. You got to make them tough catches. You got to be what that 88 is, the embodiment of greatness. And them 88s, man, other than, you know, Mr. Antonio Bryant, was nothing but greatness. So you need to continue to be great. You need to, come on, man. Every week. Come on. Yeah, you speaking facts on this one. You speaking facts on this one. You keep playing, man, we're going to be looking at Michael Gallup as the real one. He keep playing. Michael Gallup catching that. He keep playing, man. Man, better get his act together, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? The catches like he did in the end zone, that's what we expect CD to do. That's what we expect him to do. You know, just like we expected Dez to come up with it. You know, that's what I was saying, though. And the cool thing about it is I called that. I said, look, either we going to run this ball or you need to throw it up to CD and he need to come with the play. And that's exactly what he did. He came up with the play. You know what I'm saying? But we need to see that more often. We need to see that more often. You know, we got to be able to trust you. I don't know how many targets he had, but I'm pretty sure it probably was around the same amount of targets that he's been getting the past 2 games before this one. So if you getting 11 targets a game, there's no reason, man, especially going against the teams that we don't win against, there's no reason why that you should be having over a buck. No reason. I believe he would have. Come on, man. If he didn't drop that ball, man, we would be talking the way that he talked. But that was very horrible, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even make it. I told I can't even make excuses for that. You know, I can't even make excuses that he can't even make the routine grabs. Huh? Damn, you out there getting on him right now, man. Damn. He said he a product of his environment. He the product of the system. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, because they know they're going to get in. They know they come on, man. It's hit or miss. And it can't be hit or miss with CD. You know, it can't be hit or miss, man. We need him to be better. You know, I believe Gallup is going to help, but CD will still get that number one wide receiver attention, though. But having Gallup will help. So, if in fantasy, man, if Gallup is still available, you might want to nab him up because I believe, man, they're going to They gonna work him in this game though. But when it come down to Philly though, that Rams in that Philly game, that's when Gallup gonna have to make his money, y'all. That's exactly where Gallup gonna have to make his money. But you know, so right now, man, we dealing with some things though, but it ain't nothing that we can't get through. It ain't nothing that we can't get through, y'all. But you know what I'm saying. You know how that go. But yeah, CD gonna have to step up. Um, Dak gonna have to step up. Joe Philbin gonna have to make the right decision at this left guard, and we know what that right decision is. Um, Kelvin Joseph, I would like to see more out of him. And hopefully, man, them young linebackers start getting ready, man, and get ready for battle. Because look, even though Leighton has played pretty decent the past couple games, and I told you I was hard on him the first game, but even though he played pretty decent, though, we know that Leighton is one hit away. So if Leighton was to miss, that means Cox got to be ready. So, I believe we should start getting Cox ready. Just start giving him a little something, because you just never know, y'all. And we did a good job. We did a good job, man, on managing the contingency plans, man, and the what if scenarios, man. And we all panicked. I wouldn't say panicked though, but we all was very concerned, man, about certain positions, especially backup quarterback and things of that nature. But it looked like the front offense, man, did their thing. However, like I said, if we're gonna do something extraordinary this year, these young guys, man, gonna have to grow up and grow up fast. Kellen Moore is gonna have to grow up and grow up fast. And once we do that, we should be able to make a deep run. And then who knows what the ending will be. Hopefully it'll be the ending that we deserve, man, that we've been deserving. That's been over 20-some years, man. But, that's how I go. But I appreciate y'all for joining me, y'all. Get ready to get up out of here, man. Hey, how about them Cowboys, man? All right, yeah, man. Y'all have a good night.